started working in family court, I was just shocked at the difference between the resources that were devoted to family court and the resources that are clearly devoted to other courts.
I kind of learned that while there are programs that help people who have criminal matters and some civil matters in court and cannot afford to hire an attorney, there are not really any programs that help people who have a family law matter and cannot afford an attorney. And that's where family legal care comes in and fills this gap in the court system.
I would say the most surprising aspect of family court for me was how technical the expectations are for litigants. They're expected to, cross-examine witnesses and know evidentiary rules. Like for me, when I was studying for the bar, I spent dozens of hours learning things like hearsay, and I still don't totally understand them. So I was really surprised that pro se litigants, non-lawyers, are held to those same expectations.
When I actually started working with these clients and helping them with their issues, it really, I think, broke my heart seeing the struggles they had to go through as a result of family court having less resources. Oftentimes, it was very unclear to them what was going on. Sometimes the court date would be set several months in the future when it was really clear that things had to be done right away.
The amount of self-represented litigants embarking pro se on anything, especially, filing for child custody or seeking a downward modification of child support, for example, are big undertakings, which I think is best, done when assisted by competent counsel.
I have a distinct memory of working on a case in the Bronx very, very early in my legal career in the summer with no air conditioning when the elevators were broken. And cases, people were sitting there for the entire day waiting for their cases to be called. And I just thought, this really needs to change.
Well, when I told my kid about the pro bono work I was doing, he said he was very proud of me. That made me feel really good.
I have learned the most about how central family court issues are to people's lives, both on the day-to-day in terms of, their housing and their anxiety levels, and then also on longer-term trajectories, like how important it is to, be able to pick up extra hours at work or take a job that you will be able to progress in because you have, the custody taken care of. And
oftentimes the clients that seek help from family legal care, it's not just a legal issue in front of them. There might be a history of abuse. There might be difficulty with living arrangements. They might be in a shelter. There's just a lot of these other dimensions to it. As a lawyer who usually works in a corporate environment, that's not something that you usually face. And performing that kind of emotional labor just helps ground you to the world and to the challenges that these people are facing, and so that you can really connect with them and empathize with them.
I remember the first consultation I ever did. I had called my husband afterwards, and I was almost in tears just saying how meaningful it was to work one-on-one with individuals who truly need the legal advice and need legal assistance, and how it was just a very moving experience.
When clients have custody questions, visitation questions, child support questions, questions with orders of protection, they really cut to the core of what's important in that client's life, and to be able to connect with a lawyer who can give them some advice is an incredible advantage.
I get deep personal satisfaction knowing that by me helping a pro se litigant solve a legal problem in family court, that can have a positive impact on their life, and this could ultimately affect their children's ability not only to thrive but also to succeed in the future.
I think beyond helping with technical questions that pro se litigants have with forms, the biggest impact is helping, instill confidence for people going into court by themselves. Even though I'm not a family court attorney, I work in investment funds, I think having an attorney to talk through and strategize with, and to have someone who's a third party say, you have a really strong case and you can do this, I think seems to be the most impactful part of the pro bono work.
The work we do is so instrumental because, when it comes to things like custody, when it comes to things like child support, all these issues are so crucial, so important. And when the family court is so low on resources, this is a very clear solution to help the people in need, because we're all in this together.
Brings my level of fulfillment from practicing to an elevated level. It's a deeply personal, unique, and it oftentimes taxing and emotional road for these parents and caregivers. And I feel like I am truly assisting them navigate complicated legal waters.